Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Regular Beer Reviews, where regular doesn't refer to the beers being reviewed, but to the reviewer, myself. I'm Jesse, and I'm about to review another beer tonight. One that I've never, uh, well, uh, subject I guess is a little controversial. I've had their Milk Stout, but this is their Milk Stout Nitro. It's from the Left Hand Brewing Company out of Longmont, Colorado, and I've seen a lot of people that say the Milk Stout and the Milk Stout Nitro are basically the exact same beer. I mean, this isn't a nitro bottle, but they say it's the same beer. But it's funny because I mean it's not like anything was changed. Both beers are still put out by Left Hand. There's the Milk Stout and the Milk Stout Nitro. I mean, when I bought this beer, I mean, I picked it. It was sitting right next to a six-pack of uh, just the regular Milk Stout. So, I mean, they're marketing both beers at the same time, side by side. So I imagine there has to be some difference. But like on Rate Beer, when you go to the Milk Stout Nitro page, it says, you know, they say it's so similar to just the regular Milk Stout that, I mean, there is no page for this. You have to click the link and go to the regular Milk Stout page to get the ratings and the descript and all of that. So anyway, I've never had the Nitro, but I've had their regular Milk Stout, and that was really, really good. So let's see what I think about this one. Let's look at the numbers on this. Beer Advocate gives it an 89, which is very good, and that's with 4,025 ratings. Rate Beer gives it a 96 overall with a 95 for the style, so those numbers are pretty high, and the bros have not had this beer. It has an ABV of 6%. The style is a milk or sweet stout, and the availability is rotating. Um, Also, this beer has 25 IBUs. Here's a quick description from Rate Beer. It says, this English style of beer, also known as sweet or cream stout, first appeared in London in the late 1800s. The early brewers touted the health benefits of the milk sugar in this beer, which today relates mainly to the increased amount of calories. No real health benefits. Sorry. The milk sugar adds a well-rounded sweetness to this dark beer and makes it an outstanding year-round stout. Now, the milk sugar they're referring to obviously is lactose. Um, let's see, it says here on the bottle, brewed on the banks of the mighty Saint Vrain, super smooth with soft roastiness and mocha flavors. So, anyway, gonna go on ahead and crack this beer open. I gotta say, oh wow, a ton of smoke there. I gotta say, I like the artwork on the regular Milk Stout a lot better than the Nitro. This is just a black label with white words writing, and that's it. The Milk Stout Nitro, the Milk Stout Nitro, I got it on a collage on my wall there. That's why I'm looking off to the side. The Milk Stout Nitro, when I had it probably almost a year ago, it's really cool. It's like a cow, and the spots on the sides of the cow. You know, when you think of like a dairy cow or something, a white cow with the black spots, they're hands, because you know it's the Left Hand logo, and you know, but it's a purple label. It's a really cool label. I like it, and when I think of this beer, that's what I always think of, because I've had it several times actually. The Milk Stout, just the regular Milk Stout. I've had it several times, but this is again the first time I've ever had the Nitro. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this poured. I gotta say, appearance-wise, it looks the same as the Milk Stout. Nice, thick beer, smooth pour, not super heavy in the carbonation. It is a it is a black. I mean, this is a really dark black, very, very light carbonation. Not really seeing any bubbles at all streaming up. Maybe a half finger, extremely creamy tan head. Um, Yeah, just nice look to this beer. Let's go ahead and get a nose on it. Yeah, that smells just like the regular milk stout. It's very sweet. I mean, like really, really like milk chocolate sweet. Very sweet. You get the dark chocolate. But again, very sweet, like milk chocolate nose on it. You get um, hints of coffee, a little toffee. You get some vanilla. I mean, it's pretty simple, but it's at the same time it smells extremely delicious. So let's go ahead and jump into this one. Oh yeah, that's really really good. This is probably one of the best dessert stouts I've ever had. The lactose in there, it makes it so sweet. And I mean, I've had a lot of really, really good stouts. But this tastes like a milkshake. That sweetness is, I mean, it's so prevalent. You get the really nice roasty, dark chocolate and coffee malt flavors. Slightest bit of smokiness, but on top of that, you get the sweetness. I mean, this tastes like it would go great with like ice cream or something. Like a lot of times I go to bars and I'll ask, what dessert stouts do you have? And I always, I mean, here you never see this on tap, but I'm always, or at all, but I'm always hoping they're going to say, you know, Left Hand, Milk Stout. They never do. I always have to get like a Guinness or something. But nothing that's as good as this. This is actually the only, I guess, milk stout I've ever, it's the only stout I've ever had, or I believe I may have had another one or two, but I don't think I have. This is the only one I've ever had that's brewed with lactose. And it really adds something enjoyable to the beer. It makes it sweet. And I love stouts. I've had a ton of amazing stouts that, you know, they're great stouts, but that because of the lactose, it makes it really does make it a lot sweeter. It says in the descript there that it doesn't add to any health benefits, just higher calories. But let me tell you something, those higher calories definitely contribute to a sweeter flavor. It's really, really sweet, but in a good way. It's not overly sweet. I mean, it takes those dark chocolate malts and it makes it taste like a milk chocolate. It's like milk chocolate, really delicious. I mean, you get hints of vanilla, coconut in the flavor. You get, I mean, there's a slight roastiness there. It's really, really good. Honestly, I can't taste the difference between this and the regular milk stout. This tastes a little sweeter, but it doesn't really, I mean, change my opinion on it in any way. It's just as good. But to me, and it could be perception, because I've had the other beer several times, but like a handful, maybe 5 times total. I first tried it again probably a little over a year ago, but I've had it quite a few times since then. And you know, maybe my perception's changed, or maybe my perception has changed, or something. But this is the slightest bit sweeter. But again, it takes nothing away. It doesn't really add anything to it. It's still a great, great, great beer. Honestly, I'm gonna give the Milk Stout Nitro, America Stout, as it says on the bottle, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. This beer is delicious. It's so good. Excuse me. And stouts are one of my favorite styles. And this is an amazing example of that. I love stouts as far as dessert beers go. You know, if I go out somewhere, if I go to a bar or a restaurant and I'm drinking, different beers all night, and and I eat dinner or something, when I have dessert at the end of the night, I like to have a stout. And this is an amazing dessert beer. I mean, it's so good. It's sweet, and I don't have to have dessert with it. This is dessert. It's sweet. It's like a milkshake. It's so good. The lactose adds such a sweetness to the mouth that, I mean, or to the of the flavor, and the mouthfeel is it's a little more, it's thicker, it's a little more sticky than you get from other stouts. And anyway, I really enjoy this beer. So again, I'm gonna give the Milk Stout Nitro a 10 out of 10. That's like 100 an A. That's a amazing score. This is an amazing beer. So thank you for watching. Oh, again, if you see this, if you see the Milk Stout Nitro or even just the regular Milk Stout, pick it up. Left Hand Brewing Company, Longmont, Colorado. Milk Stout Nitro, or just the regular purple label Milk Stout with the cow on it. If you see it, pick it up. It's a great beer. It's so tasty. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 once again. Thank you for watching, and keep watching again in the future for more reviews. Prost!